Good morning, fourth grade. Today we're going to continue with combined rectangles and finding the area, but today is going to be a little bit different. Today we are going to have to find the missing sides or missing lengths to help us find our area. And I'll explain exactly how we're going to do that as we go on. So it's going to be the same where we're going to create rectangles. It's going to be a little bit different where we have to find the missing lengths. And then it's going to be, again, the same when to find the entire area of this shape. You must find the area of your rectangles and add them together. Now, the first steps is draw a line or lines to create rectangles. So I could draw a line this way. Now I create a rectangle. I could draw a line this way, create a rectangle. I could draw a line this way. I could draw a line this way. There's several ways to do it. As long as you're creating rectangles, you'll be able to use what we know about them to find the missing sides and be able to find your answer. So I'm going to draw a line right here. And I'm going to draw a line right here. So now I have rectangle 1, rectangle 2, and rectangle 3. Now, what I need to do is look and say, where am I missing a length where I need to find it in order to find my area? So if I look here, I know area equals length times width. So if I look here, my width is 2 centimeters, my length is 6 centimeters, so I don't need to find a missing side for this rectangle. Now if I look here, this 8 centimeters represents this entire line right here. Now, for this rectangle in here, I only want to know this part right here. This is all that I want to know. So I need to figure out what this length right here is equal to. And this is where opposite sides will help us. So if I look here, I see if this is 2 centimeters, then the opposite side must also be 2 centimeters. Because it's a rectangle, we know opposite sides are the same. If this is 2 centimeters, then this part up here must also be 2 centimeters. And I know that because opposite sides in a rectangle are the same. So now if I'm going to look over here, I know this in part right here, I just said 2 centimeters is represented right here. 2 centimeters is represented right here using opposite sides. Now I know this entire length is already labeled as 8 centimeters. So I need to figure out what is the missing value right here. Well, if I know this is 2 centimeters and this is 2 centimeters, if I add them together, I get 4 centimeters. Now I know the whole length has to be 8 centimeters. So if I already have 4 centimeters, I will need another 4 centimeters in order for this shape, or this line rather, to equal 8 centimeters. 2 plus 4 is 6. 4 plus 2 equals 8. So I know my missing length right here is 4 centimeters. But now that I have the length or the width, I need to find my other missing side to multiply by to find this area. So again, we're going to use opposite sides. If I know that this whole length right here is 5 centimeters, then this whole length must also be 5 centimeters. If I know 3 centimeters represents this length right here, and I know that the whole length must equal 5 centimeters, that means that this length right here must be equal to 2 centimeters, because I know 2 plus 3 equals 5. So this whole length will then be 5 centimeters, and it'll be the same as its opposite side in the rectangle. So this is part 1 of this problem on how to find the missing lengths to help you multiply our area, which is length times width. And I will be back for part 2.